So, like I said before, I am done with the Warworld Saga, but there are some stuff I want to talk about, meaning the stuff that happened after the series. Like, basically the aftermath and some lingering effects that happened from the event. First off, I want to start off with the Kryptonian Thala. Now, she finally stopped having seizures and she was able to recover, and Supergirl actually helped her get better after all that mess. She was helping her get used to her powers like super hearing, laser vision, flight, and stuff like that since she was still new to it. Thala was strong enough to help Supergirl figure out where Shiptil was, Shaytil is one of those two. Basically, help her find Mongo's last general because somehow he made it to Earth. For the people of Warworld, Superman was actually able to talk to the people at the United Planets and tell them, hey, so I just want to let y'all know that the United Planets helped me find all of your homes, and we're going to figure out a way to make sure y'all get them safely. But I do want y'all to know that even though we won't see each other much again, that you are still part of the House of L. I want to thank you all for your help. One problem, though, with Warworld was that when Superman made it back home, he kind of brought Warworld with him, so there was some tech that managed to make it to Earth, which was used against Superman, like for the characters Metallo, Cyber Superman, a few other people, I'm pretty sure Lex Luthor also. Now, for Cryox, we haven't seen it for a while, and the Warworld story ended in 2022. But if I'm correct, there's a series called Superman House of L that's currently out right now, and if I'm correct, I read like a brief summary, but it did say his name, so most likely he does appear again. We also find out that Superman's authority had a spy in it, and it was none other than Manchester Black, who was a spy for Lex Luthor. But that backfired for Manchester very, very quick. Now, one after effect that changed Superman's life in a big way was in the story near the end that these two kids asked Superman if he was willing to take them back to Earth with him, and he said yes. He adopts Otho and Oso. I know for a fact I'm getting those names wrong. And it wasn't long until these two kids got their own costumes. Now, Superman doesn't have them fighting enemies or whatnot, more like crowd control, because they're still training their powers and they're still young. And they do cause a little mischief because all they know is Warworld, but they're kids. They do their best. They didn't have names till later, which Oso went by Red Sun and Otho went by Starshot, which both names came from Kryptonian legends, or at least historical figures. But pretty much, yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Now, one thing I do want to mention, that there was a Superman and the Authorities with Batman special issue, but the only reason I didn't talk about this was because it didn't really move the story along. It was more like Superman trying to prove to Batman that it's like the Authority are what they need to be, and so and so. But that is completely all I want to talk about for the Warworld Saga. Thank you for watching, and you have a good day.